Now, welcome back to the SCP Secret Files, and we have some archiving to do. Last episode, we went through the tragedy of the Hanged King, and that was an interesting one. That was better than the first one, where we're traveling through the desert. I know not every SCP is going to be dangerous like the Hanged King, but that's interesting. So if you didn't see last episode, I believe we went through all of this. I sorted it. So I think I can go ahead and submit. How was the first mission, Carl? I was a bit confused at first, but I got over it. Smooth sailing, all throughout. Now I can handle these archives with ease. No, I was confused as crap, man. Good. Oh. Thanks. I have to admit, you are no worse than I expected. How about a taco night for celebration? So, are we really using a living being as a tool to contain anomalous objects? Yeah, that's the SCP Foundation for you. Hey, MIT boy. I've seen great many field agents. And they're prepared to sacrifice themselves at any time in order to complete a task. Secure, obtain, contain, protect, obtain. Wow. For them, it is a creed worth paying the ultimate price for, and it is our duty to record all of these truthfully and honestly, so that people may remember them forever. I understand. I get it. I get it. It's like the military. See a grenade, instead of running, you cover it to protect everybody else. You completed your first mission smoothly. We should celebrate. How about we go for a drink? Old place? Count me in. That sounds cool, but I can't drink too much. Awesome. Let's get drunk. Sure. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. Hey, how about taco night or donut night? I'm down for a donut. To celebrate completion of my first ever archive mission, my colleagues threw a small party. It's all started to grow on me. My colleagues in this place, I started to really enjoy all of it. Maybe it was all the drinking. I dreamt I was lost in a strange cave. It was dark and damp and smelled of decay. And in the depths of darkness, I saw all times two red dots. I saw at all times two red dots monitoring my every move. God, I can't read. What a strange dream. Tequila is too strong of a drink. I need an espresso to sober me up. Alright, files. Appendix, object in a small irregular clay pot with a height of 23 centimeters and a diameter of 28 centimeters, but do not be fooled by its appearance. It is an organism. Okay, let's go ahead and submit. Okay, we have friends. Zoe, it's 5 minutes to 4 o'clock now. Just about ready. Gannett, you're not coming? Nah. Come on, Mr. Anderson. Doesn't suit me. What are you talking about? Guys, are you forgetting someone? Yeah, what are you talking about? Hi, Carl. We were going to attend the monthly lecture. Monthly lecture? Hasn't nobody told me that? Each month, the Foundation invites someone famous to hold a lecture to share new knowledge and insights pertaining to SCP. For this month's lecture, they invited Dr. Trevor. He holds a high reputation within the Foundation. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go. I'll send you the link to the monthly lecture in just a sec. System notice the course you have signed up for is about to begin. Please join the meeting. Okay.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before.
That plant is
a
really
real
dead.
Story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story.
Guardian of the story?
The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
Oh, not Dance, it's Daniel and the Dragon. That makes more sense. Also, this is a famous speaker? This is a children's book. Oh.
One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox.
Oh no,
it
not the
made
chicken
him
pox.
Look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic.
Why was he at
And
school?
so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Why did you just send him home?
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice
Oh,
your
that's the-
penny whistle.
That's the principal, I
hope
guess.
you practice well and prepare
doesn't have
for
chicken pox.
next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy.
Sounds like
You don't
a girl.
give up before you fight.
D.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Oh. Oh god. Okay, ASDF space. Okay. ASD. Okay. This is not what I thought it was at all. Okay, so far so good. Okay. See, I thought it would be like Guitar Hero or something where I actually hear the music. It sounds like popping noises.
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
Don't do it, Daniel. Don't do it. It's the SCP Foundation. Oh, whoa. That is cool. I like that.
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it.
Okay, sorry about that. There was a slight interruption there. So it just caught an origami dragon. E.
Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful.
It's a
The only
dragon.
problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
Is this like How to Train Your Dragon? Oh. I guess I'm adding? Okay.
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below.
Just you wait, Daniel. Just you wait.
He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
But the dragon just flew.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
It's a dream, Daniel. It's a dream, trust me.
The
You
next
want it to be a
day,
dream.
with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
What? Okay then.
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
It's a mouse. Oh, okay. It's my turn. Come here, you. Oh shit. I thought it was just gonna go into the tent. What button do I use to pick it up? Do I hit E? Do I click? What do I do? F? Do I hit D for Daniel? Okay, I guess it's
Just
just
as
a
he was
scripted thing.
about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it.
Daniel, yeah, you
Before his very eyes, the
should've
paper
just
ball
left it
began to
alone.
grow bigger and bigger. At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box.
And that stopped it.
Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy.
From a
He
paper
walked
ball.
closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out
Dang,
his
Daniel.
penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
Here we go again. I don't know how I'm making piano noises as well. Okay, this is pretty easy. Watch it get really hard all of a sudden. Dang, Daniel, you're amazing. Piano sounds and everything coming from this flute. You are an SCP. Okay, this is so far so good. Oh, shoot, I messed up. I have one mess. I had one mess up, and you guys won't say a freaking thing
The
about it.
paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
But they're not old friends. He's Daniel. You roll
The
up into
paper
a
dragon
ball.
traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
Okay, what does he got to say?
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You
Okay.
know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
What does that mean?
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic.
Don't do it, Daniel.
Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
E. Here be dragons. You know, Daniel, you're alright. You're
Over the next
alright.
few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter.
Daniel,
Ever
come on.
since I secretly
I've
fed
had
her
more
some
friends.
fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
No, Daniel, you can't do
That's
that.
Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He
And
doesn't
he's-
like rainy days or
He-
Mrs. Carter.
He's
Only
raining on
smoked
something,
sausages
alright.
for his taste. And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Yeah, that's right, Daniel. You better please the
Daniel
dragon.
and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play
Oh,
cat.
that poor thing. Oh, he caught it. Penny, give it back. Give it back, you son of a bitch. Oh, okay, I just had to stop moving. Oh, okay, it's like fetch. You're just gonna go after it. Okay, I thought I had to like give it to you.
But just
Never
as they
mind.
were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
Oh no, not the cat.
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out,
Oh no,
followed
balls.
by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He
No,
moved the box
Daniel.
to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle day in and day out.
It's for the best, Daniel. Most likely with an SCP, it's for the best.
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Huh?
Aw.
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons.
I like the blue one.
But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
I like to think that the guy giving the lecture
This time
is just like reading a children's book.
5.8.
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper.
Oh no.
It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after
On
the
fire.
other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious.
Burn them. Burn the place down.
Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball.
Uh-huh.
And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls.
Yeah,
Trembling,
balls.
they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper,
No, not the
and a
dragons.
silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic.
What if you just...
Daniel saw the remaining
stuff
2
on top of the
paper
box.
dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
Let's give you pony stickers. Let's go with the blue one. I like the blue one better. What if we just taped up the box, you know? Put some cement over it.
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison.
So this is just a paper How to Train Your
The dragons
Dragon.
moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
It was because of you, Daniel, that all of this happened. Come on, Daniel, you got this. Good job, Daniel. Good job. We did it. Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Oh, here we go. Bum, bum. Oh, we got a twofer coming up. I wish I'd actually play a note instead of a popping noise. Because it just takes me out of it. Trust me, guys, it's not that hard. Oh, too soon. Pretty music, though. I still don't know how he's being able to like replicate the piano noises with the flute. Like that itself is like worthy of being contained. You know? Because this is supposed to like be 2012, maybe
melody
sooner.
of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
The dragon tails? That's not a that's a rabbit. Can't move. Bye, Mr. Rabbit. Oh. Oh, if there are real dragons in this world, is Daniel the paper in this world?
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned.
Is that what the balls were?
They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will
A
not
liar.
be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
So, what do you mean by destroy the room? Like
At
the
that
actual room
moment,
itself, or the
paper
box?
dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again.
Ah, poor Daniel.
A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
Put it into the bag. There you go, penny whistle. Yep, I gotta get that baseball. That's important. Oh, my one block, some Legos. Oh, the books are not that important, but it's alright. Put them in there too.
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning!
The other one was like an
Townspeople,
8.
please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces.
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
Oh no, not the balls.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
Okay then. I can't do anything. I guess there's only a few that I can actually help. Don't worry, I got enough stickers for everybody. I don't know why some are disintegrating and the others aren't. If I'm putting stickers on, what is it like in their world? Should have left Daniel.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
Yep, should have stayed away,
Ominous
Daniel.
clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1. Heaven almighty, are we doomed?
Yeah, it's all because of Daniel.
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragons struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but
No.
soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
So the dragons have failed at destroying.
Growing stronger still. The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years. My heavens, will this nightmare ever end?
At some point, so Daniel gives his flute away.
With the
It's
paper
the flute.
dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what.
You
Penny
are
then
Penny.
left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
Oh. Am I under control now, or is this still...
The huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces He thought he could still fix them.
No, Daniel, they're dead. You're just collecting corpses at this point. Ooh, snow! Ah. Collect scrapped. Where's, oh, there. Any more? Over there. Over here. Over there. Oh god, it's a puzzle. Okay. That's a corner piece. That's a corner piece. That's the centerpiece. That's a corner piece. That's a corner piece.
Goodbye, my friend.
Aw, touching story.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
What time frame is this? It's almost like the 1920s, maybe a little sooner or later, give or take.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
Sure, after everybody died at a magnitude of 10.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
Oh boy. It's giving me some Five Nights at Freddy's flashbacks. Ugh. Alright, let's do this. And then it's just the bad playing of Titanic starts playing. Okay, so far so good. Easy peasy lemon squeeze me. I got this. No problem. Oh, wrong button. I think I missed 2 so far. We're the master of 5,000. It's not that hard. Oh, look, the dragons are back. I guess not all SCPs have to be big, bad, and scary.
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world?
I'm sorry, the music's way too
Well,
loud.
that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Like I said, if this is supposed to be, I hit my mic. If this is supposed to be like a lecture of a famous person, I just imagine they're reading like a children's book. Like, look, here's the dragons. Here's Daniel. All right, dragons soar. Stuart, you're precious. What lovely paper dragons. I love them so much. Me too, but what happened to those cute little ones? Awesome, but where are they being contained now? That's a good question. Where are they so we can release them? I want the jobs. SCP-1762 is now being contained at Reliquary Research Institute. Where Dr. Daniel is the supervising director, the cardboard box has remained silent. How do you know all that? No, Dr. Daniel. Daniel's the boy in it. I thought you didn't attend the monthly lecture. Under the direction of Dr. Trevor, Gent spent 2 years researching SCP-1762, so he knows far more than we do. Wow! Hey, I told you all that I told you all that particular SCP didn't suit me. Oh, come on, Garrett. But really, imagine you tidying up files and piles of cute little fairy books. It's kind of adorable. Enough already. I'm getting back to work, but I'm going to stress that point again. Ow. Something about the particular SCP. I've been here for a month now, and I'm now entirely adjusted to the job, though the content of my work is to simply process archive files. It is work that will never bore me. A few absurd jokes aside, most of the archives are really rather fascinating. I have been having hallucinations lately. I feel like someone is calling me, a voice low and uncertain. They seem to be trying to communicate with me, but I cannot understand a single word they say. The fact I had planned on seeing a doctor, but Zoe told me it was the typical rookie syndrome and I would clear up in a few days. I certainly hope that's the case. Oh, okay, well, that's going to be all for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, let me know and leave a like and a comment down below. And tell me which one is your favorite SCP and why. I'm very fascinated as I'm still getting used to the SCP Foundation. Anyways, stay safe, secure, contain, protect. Goodbye.